What are you smiling about? I don't have to listen to this stuff. I'm saying that my boys can beat your boys any day of the week. If you're so sure that those two big, ugly idiots can beat my men, then why don't you sign a contract, put them in the ring, and we'll settle the whole thing once and for all, because I know that my boys can win. Don't put your finger in my face, boy.
Mr. Cornette, if nature hadn't saw fit to put something that wasn't in your head, I'd put it in there right now and right here.
Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Ellering. I think your boys are a couple of geeks, and I think that if you took your brains and stuck them up a nut's rear end, they'd rattle around like a BB in a boxcar. Did I tell him or what, huh?
Championship Wrestling, bringing you great wrestling action, sanctioned by the NWA, National Wrestling Alliance.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is more to that. Paul Ellering of the Road Warriors, Jim Cornette of the Midnight Express. They're on a road to collision.
They really are, and right now the Midnight Express riding high because after that incident, another incident in which Cornette came in with a tennis racket and hit Precious Paul Ellering and then hit Animal, and combine that with Beautiful Bobby coming off the top rope. Animal seriously injured.
And we're going to see all of that, too.
We certainly are. And the countdown is on to the tournament for the United States Tag Team Championship. As a matter of fact, David, about 8 days away from right now. And one of the top tag teams will be joining us just a second.
All right, and just think about it, Tony. The Midnight Express and the Road Warriors are in that tournament. And it could happen.
Oh, my goodness. Let's bring in right now superstar Bill Dundee, Nature Boy Buddy Landell, one of the top teams in the world today.
Johnny, it's another week done going by. We hear Brad Armstrong coming to beat this man up. We ain't seen Brad Armstrong. Dusty Rhodes is out here saying, I'm the world's TV title. Ain't wrestled nobody. Never put the belt on the line. Just talked about it. Magnum TA is running around and said, somebody saw my belt. The Russians beat me up and stole it. Nobody's doing nothing. Savannah just talking. Well, the talking's going to stop 8 days from now, Jack, when this guy and this guy win the U.S. Tag Team belts. And I know you're all going to say, the Road Warriors, the Road Warriors, they ain't so bad, are they? Well, let me tell you something. We think we're bragging. We ain't bragging, Daddy. We're telling you we're the best looking. Just look at your TV screen. And we're telling you we're going to win the U.S. belts, and we're going to win them. Right, Bud Rhodes?
That's right, baby. And just to recap some old news, Daddy, Space Mountain's closed down, Daddy, because the real Nature Boy's in town. And just like the superstar said, after the U.S. tournament, Daddy, you're looking at the champions right here. You know what I'm talking about, Tony Schiavone.
And Tony Savannah, I had you, Dusty Rhodes, say about 3 or 4 weeks ago, you're going to put me in a microwave oven and go poof, and I'm going to disappear. Wrong, Daddy. Come on, just put me somewhere. You ain't got enough guts to climb up in the ring, put that belt on the line against the real Nature Boy and the superstar. You talk a great fight, Rose. Magnum TA, you talk a great fight, and I ain't seen you do nothing. So if the two of you, America's team, just like the baseball team, you're both useless, and you can't beat the superstar and the Nature Boy.
That's right, I said it.
Fans, action today, and let's go to the ring.
It's Mickey Mouse.
Baron Von Raschke against Tom Barrett. The Barrett, that great arm drag of his, and the man is such a great wrestler. And when you think of Baron Von Raschke, of course you think of the claw and the power and the destruction, but you got to also consider what the man in his amateur background and what a great wrestler he has been in his amateur years. And now into the professional ranks, he is, of course, an East German, aligned himself with the Russians. But Baron is a man who can defeat you any number of ways, not only with the claw. Tom Barrett finding that out firsthand, David.
That is correct. Look at the Baron going right for the face. Clawing at him. Baron Von Raschke, part of Paul Jones's army. And the army just keeps on increasing in numbers.
And that is because ravishing Rick Rude will be coming here very soon to join the Paul Jones camp.
Ask him, ref.
And also be a part of that United States Tag Team Tournament. Ravishing Rick Rude. So you're right, the Army does grow. You know, it seems to be an army on a mission. An army that will do anything for their leader, Paul Jones. Anything at all. Including stopping Jimmy Valiant and the hair cutting.
That's right, and you've got to remember, they've already made a pledge that if he does not make Paul Jones a bald-headed geek by the end of the year, he's going to quit. He'll quit wrestling completely.
The Baron, there's the claw, David.
And he puts him down. Tighter and tighter. That is it.
And pins him with it, Baron von Reschka.
You see me, Tony Schiavone? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead. You see my man Big Bubba, too. If I made one mistake in my entire life, it was letting Big Bubba go home to visit Mama and not be behind my back, because that left a bunch of bums, a bunch of people who are jealous of me open to try to attack me from behind. And let me tell you something, Paul Ellering, you filthy piece of human scum, I'm talking right to you. You saw how unbeatable your Road Warriors were. Nobody puts their hands on me and gets away with it, not as long as I got my boys behind me. And you found that out, brother, and so did your unbeatable Road Warriors. Right there in the middle of that ring on national television, we destroyed the myth. We destroyed the legend of the unbeatable Road Warriors. And David Crockett, you said that the Road Warriors are going to be in that United States Tag Team title tournament, right? Well, wrong. The Road Warriors ain't going to be in that tournament. You know why? Because Animal's out. Because Animal's hurt. Because Animal can't wrestle. The first time in history that one of the Road Warriors got put out, and we did it. And Ellering, let me tell you something, pal. That's only the beginning, baby. You're going to pay, brother, and you're going to pay heavy, and you're going to pay hard, and you're going to keep paying one by one. First, we got the big man, Hawks next, and then Ellering, one of these days, sooner or later, you and me, brother, and I'm going to have my men hold you down, and I'm going to take his hand, and I'm going to slap your face, Jack.
Wait a minute. Don't go so far. Paul Ellering and Hawk, they were in the tournament. They'll be in the building, and so you better watch over your back, big guy.
They're in the building. I sincerely hope that they got an ambulance in that building, because we might just make good our threats in that United States Tag Title Tournament in the Omni on the 28th, the last of the Road Warriors. The legend is over, Jack.
Fans, more action coming up on World Championship Wrestling. Each and every week we tell you the very best in wrestling is the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance. And the man who sits on top of the NWA is the heavyweight champion of the world, Nature Boy Ric Flair, along with Baby Doll.
Woo, and here we are. Once again, Tony Schiavone, the Nature Boy, the world's heavyweight champion, checking out his Rolex, making sure that Diamond Time and Baby Doll have got him out here when the time is right. Now we're talking about Dusty Rhodes, the world television champion, because there was a chair in the ring, because there was no referee, and because he dumped my great cousin Arn Anderson on his head. That's why he's the world television champion, not because he went out and scored any tremendous victory. Magnum TA, the heartthrob. Baby Doll told me that Magnum would rather play with his motorcycle than play with a real woman, right, Doll?
That's right. All he is a pile of blue jeans and leather.
That's right. That's Magnum TA, the ex-U.S. champion. You know, there's no love lost between myself and Nikita Koloff, but from New York to L.A., they call Nikita a stud. You know why? Because he knows the difference between blue jeans, motorcycles, and championship belts. That's right, Magnum. Now, Dusty Rhodes, let's talk about you again, because I'm going to be in Des Moines, Iowa, and I'm going to be in Wichita, a couple of nothing happening towns that the women are clearly starved for a real man in, and I'm going to put you on the map. That's right. I'm going to walk the aisle. Kansas City, too. Cincinnati, Baltimore. The world champion. Woo! And Baby Doll are going to be there. Gear up, because the National Wrestling Alliance, Diamond, Ric Flair, the Four Horsemen, and Baby Doll are for as long as we want to be there.
The world champion, Nature Boy Ric Flair, along with Baby Doll. Excitement plus with the World Tag Team Champions coming to the ring. You know what they're thinking of, though. Ole and Arn Anderson.
Oh, yes. The Minnesota Wrecking Crew. Robert moves out of the way. Gets ready. Good arm drag. Takes him over. Gets ready. Goes after the arm. Makes the tag to Ricky. Teamwork. They have it. That's... Oh, it.
You know, we talk about beautiful Bobby Eaton being a high flyer. Ricky Morton has won himself from a standing position on the mat.
That is right. Watch this. Drop down. Leaps over him. Gets ready. Arm drag. Comes up. Cinches up on it. Arm bar. Has it in tight. Goes over again. Robert. Go by. Takes him down. Oh, almost. Count of two.
I tell you what, Gibson's pinned many guys like that in their matches. Sneaking right behind to the corner and pulling them right down.
Samani just found out that he's up against two of the best. They're the #1 tag team, the World Tag Team Champions, the Rock and Roll Express. The NWA, the Major League.
And David, in this Major League of Wrestling, you have to be able to take a beating as well as to dish one out, and there's no doubt about it, they'll be the first ones to admit they have taken quite a number of beatings since they've come to the NWA.
Oh, yes.
Not all of them, most of them have not been on the up and up, as one would like to say. Injuries, they've had them, but they're still here as the World Tag Team Champions.
All right, here goes. Whips him across. Elbow in the chest. Tony, they realized that they were going to take an awful lot of punishment when they came to the NWA.
And now,
because when you come to the best, you've got to be willing to take it.
And you got to be willing to go up against the best. And when you talk about two men who will dish out a beating and who just really like to hurt somebody, you think about the Anderson.
Arn Anderson and Ole Anderson. Double A in the Rock. Make the tag. They whip him across. Double drop! This is it. Teamwork, they have it. They have the double drop kick down pat.
There's a whole lot of things going on right now. It's real easy to get caught up in the confusion of too many things. But the one thing on our mind is that big tournament for these U.S. Tag Team titles. You know, the Dreaming Hour, when we put our mind to it, can cause a whole lot of destruction for anybody we set our sights on. There's a lot of good teams in that tournament, but the Dreaming Hour going for all and every medal.
You know what, Tony? It's a hot Saturday night. Saturday night becomes super hot on the Superstation. The United States Tag Team titles, America's team, I told you before, television land, when Magnum J and Dusty Rhodes want something, they go get it. If we wanted the world title, we would have took them. When I want the world title, he wants the world title, he takes it. Now the U.S. titles, we're going to take them. And before we're through, before I'm through talking, Tully Blanchard, ask Arn Anderson about the gold buster. Ask him. I'm coming for you, Tully Blanchard. If it's the last thing I do, I'm going to cripple you, I'm going to maim you, and I'm going to send you back to San Antonio, Texas. And that's a fact game.
The America Dream, Dusty Rhodes, Magnum TA America's team, don't you go away. Okay, fans, we're back with James J. Dillon, Tully Blanchard, and in just a moment, Arn Anderson will be in the ring.
You know, I hear the American Dream out here, and he's up to his old games, trying to intimidate people. And I think maybe in the back of his mind, he knows that he's not going to intimidate us. But the important thing is not really what he has said, but how he has said it. He has said that he's coming for us. That's the important thing. And we've taken notice. So we're paying attention to what you have to say, and we're not concerned even where it's going to be, because every day we're looking over our shoulder, not in a panic, but very casually knowing that it's going to come at some point. Whether it's in Kansas City, Charlotte, North Carolina, Los Angeles, or Atlanta, Georgia, it doesn't really matter. And I think maybe in the back of your mind, I know you well enough that since we took you out in Kansas City, if there's any way that you could make that confrontation right in Kansas City kind of a deja vu effect, I know that you would want to do it again. So we're prepared wherever it's going to be.
You know, JJ, what you got to look at is the National Wrestling Alliance is the toughest of the tough of all professional wrestling. And then when you get down and you start talking about the Four Horsemen, you're talking about the elite of the toughest of the tough.
Amen, amen.
And I'm not talking just about the Four Horsemen. I'm talking about Dusty Rhodes, Wahoo McDaniels, the Rock and Roll Express, Magnum TA. They are all bad, tough men that can take you down and do it to you anytime they want. But now, Dusty Rhodes, you got to remember, you're talking about psych out and this and that and the other. You think back in the spring when you lost the national heavyweight title. Who did it? 1, 2, 3 on national TV. Moi? To say the least. Dusty Rhodes a year and a half ago, who took the world television title from you? Moi? So you think about it, and you want me up here shaking in my $700 shoes and my $500 sport coat and shaking on national TV. Dusty Rhodes, it is a hot Saturday night. And I'm not shaking, and none of the other horsemen are either. And Dusty Rhodes, you think what you said last Sunday, Arn Anderson is one of the horsemen, will always be one of the horsemen. The horsemen are always. And you think about that. Just like something greater than everybody. He is always. The Four Horsemen are always. And J.J. Dillon, the man behind it all.
You know something? Every great athlete, I don't care how great he is, has a nemesis. You are the nemesis of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Let's go to the ring.
In the ring, Arn Anderson.
He said whatever happens in this match, it's on Dusty Rhodes' head. It's Dusty Rhodes' fault. In other words, his temper, his frustration will be taken out of this young man because of Dusty Rhodes. My goodness. Hear it?
Yes.
Dusty Rhodes is the world TV champion. Arn Anderson, you can better believe, would love to get it back. And he's a madman.
He's not giving Jack Jackson a chance.
And let's bring up a point right here. Sometimes, David, you talk about losing control, getting mad, getting upset, letting it lose your control. He needs that control when he and Ole go after the World Tag Team Championships held by the Rock and Roll Express.
Even in his rage right now, I think he has control. The control is he wants to destroy somebody, and he's not going to stop until he does. Look at him. Taking one part of the body. The arm.
He's out to hurt that man's arm here today. That's exactly what he's out to do.
You got to remember, too, the board buster. Look, he wants to take it. He's taking those punches. Just makes him madder.
Anderson tactic. Take 10 punches to get in the one good one.
Uses the laces on his boot. Now the elbow on top of the head. Arn Anderson.
Now Arn that time telling the referee to ask Jack Jackson if he'll give, because if Jack Jackson would give, then Arn is successful. That's their measuring stick.
In his mood right now, Tony, he would just beat on him some more. Whether he pinned him or made him submit. He is not finished. Here it comes. The Anderson on the arm. Takes his time. Talking to him the whole time. He wants him to know who is making him suffer. Double A. Arn Anderson.
Where you at, Rhodes, when they need you, huh?
Okay, Arn still calling for Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, good shot
He's got your bell.
of the rage. Mr. Anderson.
That don't hurt. That wouldn't hurt Dusty.
He's not going to take anything off of anybody right
He's
now.
mad at the whole world right now.
Dusty's got your bell.
And the thing is, what is so embarrassing, Arn Anderson, is that Dusty beat him with the Gourd Buster. Beat him for the World Television title. Oh, the fans aren't going to let him forget it.
There's nothing more he can do, but he will.
Oh, yes. Gourd Buster, here it comes. There's no defense. You're at his mercy.
Say destructive, devastating, and impressive would be an understatement for Arn Anderson in that win.
Tony Schiavone, I don't want to take a kid like that and hurt him like I had to do because I'm making an example. I did it anyway. You see, Rhodes, right here, any athlete knows that if you can get over this pain right here, whether it be a runner, a wrestler, a football player, when the pain starts, it starts right here in your gut, in your side, and your liver, deep down in your organs. Well, you see, youngest of the four horsemen, I've had to prove myself on a tag team level, on a single level. If you will, I had to qualify myself to be one of the four horsemen. And if you think, after coming out here week in, week out, defending my title against the top, and if these people would tell the truth, they'll tell you, Garvin, Robert Gibson, Ricky Morton, Wahoo McDaniels, week after week, I did what I said I would. I defended that world television title against the best, even you, Rhodes, on more than one occasion. So one victory over me, one cheap shot victory, doesn't qualify you to tell me I don't belong in the Horsemen. I'm going to leave you with a passing thought, Rhodes. Yes, you're world television champion. Maybe you even deserve it. But remember one thing, and you think about it. You're one individual. You may have took my meal ticket temporarily, but just remember, Rhodes, in the back of your mind, you got to dodge all four of us. Four horsemen, myself, Ric Flair, The Rock, Tully Blanchard. And when I tell you we're coming for you, you're through by the end of this year, guaranteed.
Fans, we'll be right back. Don't go away. Okay, we are World Championship Wrestling, and like he said, the whole gang is here. Loverboy Dennis, Beautiful Bobby, Big Bubba, and you.
Jim Cornette. You looking at some giant killers right here, baby. Some giant killers. Because we've been killing some giants. You know, it's been, what, 3 or 4 years now. Everybody been saying the Road Warriors can't be beat. The Road Warriors can't be hurt. The Road Warriors can't be stopped. Well, we not only beat them up, but we hurt him. And we not only hurt him, but we hurt the big one, the animal. And the way I understand it now, if he ever gets back in the ring, he ain't going to be the same. He's bad off. And we did it. And everybody said, oh, the Road Warriors are invincible and indestructible. Well, we destroyed that myth. That was just a legend, and it ain't no more. And you know why we did it?
Why?
Because of Paul Ellering. Paul Ellering putting his filthy, stinking hands on me. Maybe you didn't realize, Ellering, who I am. Maybe you didn't realize my stature in the community. Maybe you didn't realize, yeah, I want to take a look at it. I want to show everybody because I am proud of what we did.
Championship Wrestling continues on this Saturday morning with the manager of the Midnight Express, Jim Cornette.
You know, like I said, my Midnight Express are looking better than ever. I got them primed up. I got them pumped up. Beautiful Bobby is flying higher than ever. 25, 30 feet up in the air. He's doing it all. Loverboy Dennis, he's got that technique down. He's suplexing. He's power slamming. And the whole thing that we're aiming for United States Tag Team Title Tournament. We're going to get in there. We're going to take all those teams, I don't care who they are, and we're going to thump them off one by one. We're going to get those United States Tag Team belts, and then, Tony, then we will be able to corner those cowardly Rock and Roll Express guys, and we'll be able to get our belts back to go along with our championship that we still hold, because we beat them on national TV in front of everybody, not once, but twice. And you know how else we're going to corner them?
No.
We're going to go out there besides the tournament. We're going to beat all the top teams in wrestling, no matter who they are. And you know who I'm looking for? The Road Warriors. Everybody thinks the Road Warriors are big and bad. Well, I say the Road Warriors are a couple of big, dumb, ugly, muscle-bound clowns, a couple of jerks, a couple of geeks that wouldn't know a wrist lock from a wrist watch, and my boys can beat them any day. And as for Paul Ellering, who was Manager of the Year last year, I was. Paul Ellering didn't even play.
Excuse us, Jimmy.
Now, wait a minute. I didn't want no trouble come out here.
I don't want to legitimate Cornette. You got a big speech impediment. Your mouth can't stop talking. You're talking about the Midnight Express flying from here, flying from there. The only reason they've flown anywhere is because the Road Warriors threw them 10 feet up in the air, and they flew all 10 feet into the ring, and the Road Warriors were the ones doing it.
What are you smiling about? I don't have to listen to this stuff. I'm saying that my boys can beat your boys any day of the week. If you're so sure that those two big, ugly idiots can beat my men, and why don't you sign a contract, put them in the ring, and we'll settle the whole thing once and for all, because I know that my boys can win. Don't put your finger in my face, boy.
Mr. Cornette, if nature hadn't saw fit to put something that wasn't in your head, I'd put it in there right now and right here.
Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Ellering. I think your boys are a couple of geeks, and I think that if you took your brains and stuck them up a nut's rear end, they'd rattle around like a BB in a boxcar. Did I tell him or what, huh?
I tell you what, a smack right in the old face, and then the Road Warriors get ready to go to the ring.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you what, Tony Schiavone, the same thing could happen to you. And you see right here the Road Warriors in the ring, and Paul Ellering, he's real pleased with himself because he hit me from behind when I wasn't looking like the coward that he is. But you see, I got some men, too. I got some men that can do some damage just like these two stupid, muscle-bound clowns can do. And that's exactly what's going to happen. You see Paul Ellering right there? Take a look. Whap, here it comes in just a couple of seconds. That's Paul Ellering right there. He's a big man. He's down on the ground. Now my man Dennis is taking care of Hawk, that big muscle-bound clown, and here I come. Pow, and everybody says it's a loaded racket. Well, it ain't no loaded racket.
Probably heavy blow for a tennis racket.
Shut up. It ain't no loaded racket. It's my pure strength. And there you see beautiful Bobby, the man that flies higher than anybody else coming off that top rope. He does it better than anybody, and when he lands, ain't nobody going to get up from it. I don't care whether you're a big, dumb weightlifter or who you are. And that's exactly what the Road Warriors are. They aren't wrestlers. They're muscle-bound clowns. And you see my man Dennis taking care of Hawk once again. I whacked him, and there was the coup de grace. 2 jumps by beautiful Bobby off the top rope. My racket with my pure strength behind it. And like I said, I took you, animal, the biggest one, and I beat you up, and then Bobby beat you up, and Dennis beat up Hawk, because this is a real man right here. It's what it's like to get in the gym and work out.
Let me tell you something. This is just like it is, fellas. No opponents, huh? You can't find nobody to wrestle you. You have searched the world over and can't find nobody to wrestle you. Let me tell you something, buddy. You didn't look right under your nose. You better take a good look, Jack. You better take a real good look. But I'm going to tell you, you big and you are bad. You got big feet and bad breath. And I'm going to tell you something else. You can't beat the Midnight Express in a wrestling match. You can't beat us in a boxing match. You can't beat us singing. And you can't beat us dancing. And if you want to, we can have a beauty contest, brother. Okay?
And let me tell you something. They said that the Road Warriors couldn't find no opponents. Well, now the Road Warriors can't find somebody else. They can't find nobody to help them because, Animal, you're out of the picture. And Hawk and Ellering, especially you, Ellering, after we finish with that Hawk, Jack, you're next, Ellering. I'm going to make you pay, and I'm going to make you pay hard. And before it's over with, I'm going to take his hand, and I'm going to slap the taste out of your mouth.
Fans, we're coming right back right after this timeout. Some great tag teams entered in the United States Tag Team Tournament. One of them, the team of Ivan Koloff and Kurt Khrushchev.
That's right. A lot of teams think they're number one. They think they're the best. Well, any great team can get beat at any given time. And if you've seen earlier, you've seen 2 great teams. You've seen the Midnight Express and the Road Warriors. And the Road Warriors got beat and got carried out. Well, at the United States Tag Team Tournament, that could happen to any team except us, because we're going to be the United States tag team champions. Isn't that right, Ivan?
The ultimate goal of any tag team is to become world tag team champions like the Rock and Roll Express. Now the Road Warriors Midnight Express go about a different way, beating each other's brains up. But we're going to use our head. We're going to capture United States tag team belts. That will make us #1 contenders to world tag team titles. Just like nephew Nikita, #1 contender to the world title because he is United States heavyweight champion. Now there is a lot of opposition coming against nephew Nikita. Ron Garvin, he felt the power of nephew Nikita's sickle. There's Wahoo McDaniel. It's going to be settled. Unification of titles. National title versus United States title in the Omni. It's all over for you, Wahoo McDaniel. There's Captain Redneck. There's American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Nephew Nikita.
Uncle you tell Nikita many times, for you there is no law. And he's right, like you say, Garvin, he found out. McATA, he found out. This proof here, right here. And this American Dream, he going to find out. Just like you say, McDaniel, he going to find out. And even these Road Warrior, oh, I feel so bad, Road Warrior. I feel so bad. Even you find out for Uncle Ivan, Crusher, and Nikita, there is no law. Our competition, Uncle Ivan, before it's over, going to go down to Russian Superior.
Now we're going to watch these Jayhawkers, see what they can do, what kind of team they are.
Another great team entered into the tournament, the Kansas Jayhawks.
And Tony, the Kansas Jayhawks, Bobby Gaggers and Dutch Mantell. Let's watch it. They're a rough team. Good tackle. Comes off. Zane dropped down.
What a move.
The wrong place.
Oh, I think everybody liked that one.
Good teamwork. Here he goes across.
The big elbow from the Hangman. David, you know, as we grow closer to that tournament, it's hard to pick a favorite.
It's true.
We've seen Landell Dundee out here. They look great. Ivan and Crusher, well, they're a proven championship-type tag team. The Jayhawks.
Midnight
Express, Dusty and Magnum. We understand Paul Jones is bringing in Ravishing Rick Rude, and he'll enter him and one of his Army members in that tournament.
And there's more.
You're right, and there's more. But I tell you what, the Jayhawks are very impressive.
Look at him. Here he goes. Ooh, right on his side. The Jayhawks. So many great teams come to the NWA. Can they withstand the punishment? That it takes to be the very best.
And especially in that tournament, considering it is a one-night single elimination tournament, which means you could wrestle 4 or 5 times a night.
That's right. Possibly. And there are no friends.
No.
In the tournament.
Mantell still punishing Crenshaw. In and out. Boy, great teamwork here. Not much more left of Pablo Crenshaw. He can barely get up right now.
Here comes Dutch. Drives a knee right into the back.
They are working on the back of the neck. On the neck muscles. Setting the man up with that double team.
All right, Tony, you know we're seen all over the world. By the name of the program is World Championship Wrestling. We'll take an opportunity right now to say hello to David White in Hawaii from his sister, Teresa, in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And there he goes down for the pin.
Another great team entered in the tournament, whether it be the team of Captain Redneck Dick Murdoch and Ron Garvin. We'll see you in action in just a minute.
Well, Tony, you know right. We're going to be in that tournament. You know, Tony, I guess there's three main issues that needs to be discussed here. You know, and all the main issue is Ric Flair and the World Heavyweight Championship belt. And everybody that wants to challenge him, you know. I mean, you've got an array of great talent from Jim Crockett Promotions, the greatest talent in the world today. And then you've got the topic of Dusty Rhodes, the new TV title, championship belt. He beat Arn Anderson. Well, you know, Dusty's got a lot of people gunning for him. And I just want to Dust know that he's got a lot of friends behind him. And then comes the championship, tag team championship belts in the Omni on the 28th. Well, you know, somewhere down the line, there's going to be two teams in there that's going to be friends on one side or the other. But when that bell rings, there's a lot of prestige and a lot of money on the line. Friendship's going to go out the window. When that bell rings, you're going to shake hands, and the better team's going to come out victorious. And I just hope Ronnie Garvin and myself can stay in there and do our dead level best, give 110%, because Ronnie's a fine partner. I've known Ronnie through the years. He's never backed up from anybody. Tough individual. And I hope we can bring home the championship belts.
Okay, Captain Redneck Dick Murdoch fans coming back with these men in action. Quite an entrance for the team of Ryan Garvin and Captain Redneck Dick Murdoch, David. Quite a day here on World Championship Wrestling.
That is correct. I'm watching Ron Garvin right now.
Hey, Ron, don't break too many bones.
He is something else. It's really a pleasure to watch him. Take a man and just tie him up in knots. Captain Redneck Dick Murdoch.
And their opponents, the Mulkey Boys. And here's another great tag team. We were talking about great tag teams, and Garvin and Murdoch's one.
They're in the tournament.
That's right.
United States Tag Team Tournament. Nice go behind. Takes him down. Mulkey kicks out. Garvin holds him, though.
Garvin let him up that time. Murdoch comes in. Then right to work on that left arm.
Has that arm bar. Look at him.
The leverage.
Putting the pressure on it.
Oh, boy. That has to hurt. Still, Bill Mulkey does not give. Ronnie Garvin.
Hipped off. Here he goes. The Pretzel Man.
That's right.
What do you do? How do you get out of this one? You got one foot on his head, another foot behind his back holding his arms. Then you're pulling the other leg. So wonder Garvin doesn't reach down with his other arm, grab the other leg.
You can't get out of it. You block out the bait and hopefully
Oh, wait a minute.
nothing will go snap.
Now Dick Murdoch, here he goes across. Puts the elbow right in the chest. Has him up.
Brainbuster time.
Oh, yes. Here he goes. He's got him. He knows exactly what he's going to do. Am I going to do it now or do it later? I'm just going to wait and do it now. Put him down for the pin. Your winners, the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, Ron Garvin and Dick Murdoch.
Captain Redneck. David, good look right here.
Oh, yes. Watch him. Captain Redneck, Dick Murdoch, has Mr. Mulkey up. And he's getting ready to put an end to him. And he waits. How'd you like to be stuck up there, knowing that Dick Murdoch's going to drop you on your head any second? And that's exactly what he does. Your winners, Ron Garvin and Dick Murdoch.
8 days away from unification time as Nikita Koloff puts up the U.S. heavyweight title and Wahoo McDaniel the national title to unify the titles to one.
Well, you know, Tony, I'm not going to stand here and argue. I think it's a good thing. Let's get it out in the open. If Nikita thinks he's the best man and I think I'm the best man, then we'll have a match. I put my belt up, he puts his up. I guess that's the best way to settle it. You know, I agreed to go with the NWA's ruling. That's the way they've ruled. Come the Omni, we're going to know who the best man is. If it's not me, I'm going to be mighty disappointed, but I don't think that the Russian can beat me. He's run roughshod over everybody else. He's beaten a lot of good people. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I know I've got more experience in the ring he's got. He might have a little more strength, but I guarantee you one thing. Sometimes experience offsets strength by a lot. I'm not the weakest individual in the world, but I'm not afraid either. I've only got one gear, and that's forward, Nikita. And you can bring your friends with you, your Uncle Ivan, you can bring Crusher with you. I don't care. Because when the smoke clears, there's only going to be one belt. That's going to be the national belt. I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to be the next man in line for Ric Flair, and you can count on it. I'll be there. You show up.
Chief Wahoo McDaniel, the national heavyweight champion. And fans, don't forget, it's the classic case of the chop of Wahoo McDaniel, the national champion, against the Russian sickle of Nikita Koloff. And, of course, that comes up the same night as our tournament for the United States Tag Team Championship. Fans, don't forget, tomorrow night right here on the Superstation, World Championship Wrestling Sunday edition. All the top stars of wrestling coming your way. So, fans, don't forget to join us at that time. For David Crockett and all of us at Jim Crockett Promotions, including Ricky Lassiter, I'm Tony Schiavone. We'll see you next week.